Hello and welcome to a new video, and today it is day 4 on our cruise with the Mein Schiff Herz, and today we are arriving at the island of Terceira on the Azore Islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, part of Portugal. And this video will be in 2 parts. We start with the morning where we had a hiking excursion, and then in the afternoon we had a second hike, so this will be an extra video. So in this video you will only see half of the day, and the next video will also be from the island of Terceira. Here you just saw the view out of our porthole in the cabin, and on our way to the breakfast restaurant we walked on the promenade to get a closer and better impression of what the island looks like. And after a very nice breakfast, once again in the Atlantic Classic, it was time to go to our excursion. It's working very easy with TUI Cruises. You have an app on your phone, and in this app you can just simply check at what time you have to be at which bus number. Then you just go to the bus, there is one crew member in front of the bus, and you just show your cabin card. And that's it, because all information is saved on your cabin card, on your cruise card. So this is working very well. And even before the scheduled time everybody was there, and we started our excursion with a ride of about 30 minutes with a coach into the middle of the island where our hike was taking place. We are hiking a trail called Passagem das Bestas, and this is an about 4 kilometers long hike close to a volcanic crater, a caldera, that we will also see during our hike. The bus brought us directly to a parking lot, which is also the entrance to this hike. And then it was time to start our hike in the beautiful nature of the island of Terceira. Generally, the Azores are known to be a paradise for hiking and for nature, so obviously I wanted to do a hike on this island because in my opinion it's the best way to get known to an island and to see the nature properly. And our cruise company TUI Cruises is also well known for having a lot of active excursions. And here we are on our hike, and on the floor at some points you can see some ox cart tracks, because the way that we are on now is also called Passagem das Bestas, and it's giving the name of our hike. And those tracks were made by thousands of ox carts that transported wood from the crater to the next cities, and that's why you can see those ox cart tracks on the floor at some points of the hike. And here you can also see the impressive nature of Terceira. It is very, very green. You sometimes feel like you're walking through a jungle. If I would just see these pictures, I would not expect that this is a part of Europe. So I was very surprised in a positive way by the landscape. I knew that the Azores are beautiful, but they were even more beautiful than I expected. And I really enjoyed this hike. It was a very nice experience. And I also saw the faces of the other hikers, and everybody, I think, thought the same. They were all very happy and just enjoyed the beauty of this place. And we also had a very nice guide with us who was in a good mood and really loved his job, and he was explaining a lot. And for everybody on our group who was not speaking English, there was also a guide of TUI Cruises who translated to German. And as you can see, it is quite a hike. It is not just a walk, it is a proper hike. TUI Cruises also announced this excursion as difficult, and I know with some cruise companies a difficult excursion means that there are a few stairs in between, but if TUI Cruises says an excursion is difficult, you should listen to it. It's actually a proper hike and not just an easy walk, so you need to be fit, but if you are, it's absolutely worth it. So if you can manage to do a hike like this, I highly recommend to book a hike instead of a panoramic tour or an city walk or something similar, because you will not get the same impression of the nature of the island. And the nature is really impressive. There are a lot of endemic flowers and animals, as these are volcanic islands and they never had a connection to the mainland, so a lot of endemic species are around here. But there are also a few foreign plants like the ginger lily, It is also a very nice looking plant, but unfortunately it's dangerous for the local plants, and it's also everywhere on the island. Here, for example, you can see those orange flowers. All of those flowers are ginger lilies, and they are not endemic to this island, so they are quite a problem here. And as I said, it is a volcanic island, and here we can see a crater, so-called caldera. And this is one of the most famous viewpoints of the island of Terceira. And that was my favorite part of the hike, this absolutely amazing forest. I've never seen trees like this. I was so excited about this landscape. It was just amazing to see it. And if you have the chance to go to one of the islands of the Azores, I highly recommend doing it. It's absolutely worth it. It's a very beautiful place, not too touristy, but still with a decent infrastructure, so it is, in my opinion, a perfect place for a holiday. There are some direct flights from Europe, but of course, perfect way to go there is also by cruise ship. And here you can see the roots of the ginger lily, and here you can also clearly see why it's called ginger lily. But once again, unfortunately, those flowers are replacing endemic plants, so they are not too good for these islands, and you will see them literally everywhere. And as I said, it's a volcanic island, so here we are walking through a tunnel that was made by hot lava, and now we are back close to the parking lot, and then it was time to step back on the bus. Our group was quite fast today. We had a very nice hiking group. Everybody was walking at about the same speed, so nobody had to wait for each other. And I think it wasn't too fast for anyone in the group. So that was very nice, because this can be a problem with group hikes if not everybody's walking with the same speed. But this time today it was working perfectly, and we arrived back on time at our Mein Schiff Herz. And as we had booked the second excursion on the day, there was just about 1 hour in between those excursions, so we straight headed to the Unkelmannplatz buffet restaurant, have a quick lunch, and after that it was already time to head back to the buses. But this will be the topic of the next video, so that's it for this video. I hope it was interesting, maybe an inspiration for your next trip, and I generally hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe, or share the video link. And here you can see when the next video will be uploaded and also the name of the song, and I hope to see you in my next video.